Welcome back to Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons, as always, Globs of Doom. Today we're going to take on the final boss. How dramatic and exciting. We'll have you use to say, Cannonball Jenkins.
You're not too fast.
Yeah, sure. Hope you won't be too short of an episode, actually. Okay, I'm gonna walk through the door before it's done opening. I'm not the kind of man that has that sort of patience. If I need to get something done, it will be done! And here, I shall do this. I've never seen this game's final boss or ending, so I have no idea what I'm doing now, actually. But, I'm sure it'll be fun in some way or another. Actually, it doesn't even matter that I got that cheat last episode, my gadget meter always being full, because I'm pretty sure... I don't know. Because it feels to me like this level's gonna have special controls, because we're in a giant friggin' robot, so... Gadget meter's gonna be kind of useless, isn't it? Unless this robot has a gadget meter, which I guess might make sense. I don't know if the actual volcano island that we saw in the second game is popping up in this game. So let's just start in space thing. I mean, my gadget meter isn't full. What are you talking about, game? You lied to me last episode. Why can't I punch you? Oh, because I don't actually need to gadget here. I can actually just use range attacks infinitely. Holy crap. Okay, so that's how it works, I guess. Of course, stuff is still gone when I'm, after I take it out that way. So I'm kind of curious then, is there a way to actually take this thing out trying to punch it? Does that thing have a tongue? Look, top left. It doesn't look like I can just punch this thing, and trying to... Range attacks don't work because they're not close enough or something. No, it just hardly ever works. Do I need to punch it though in the first place? Not much seems to work with that. I'd imagine that... Yeah, because these guys are doing the shields, aren't they? I don't see how you're supposed to actually kill these without dying. We can just do this, I guess. Strafe a bit. Yeah. Maybe quite about being globulous. Actually, what's that? One moment. Can't reach it! Get over here! Touch! Fingernails don't feel me now. I don't think you guys can even hear me saying things, but I wanted to get my remote. Make things louder so I can actually hear what these characters are saying now. Okay, cool. Could you actually like face at the thing you're trying to kill? Nope, you're not gonna do that. You're too good for that, I guess. Whatever, so this thing has quite the circumference, doesn't it? Oh, invisibility just gonna kind of sit here? That's fine too. That's probably gonna be useful for fighting this thing. I find you still flinch when you have invisibility. It's kind of awkward to me. Can you not? Your your minions most definitely have failed you. But I've also failed, and probably will fail a number of times more. Not that that's too much of a problem when I can just... and run up to him and punch him if I feel like it. Or I can just try to play it safe and strafe a little bit, and not really have to worry about anything. There's just some level of actual difficulty here. It's kind of weird that, like... how is this thing being piloted? Like, are we all the Nicktoons somehow working in tandem to pilot this thing or something like that? There's no actual explanation of how that works. Feels like an odd thing to not have an explanation for, too. It would be cool to actually know that this is all the Nicktoon characters working together or something like that. It would be really cool. That's kind of the idea behind this fight, isn't it? Just kind of doing cool stuff. It's all your Nicktoons characters fighting a, I don't know, giant thing in space! So actually having some understanding of that and at least acknowledgement of it would be kind of cool. Also, where's health, man? Oh, these enemies drop any health. It's kind of weird. Hi, Earth. Why is that like a normal Earth? Wait, isn't it a normal Earth? I'm not recognizing it. Am I recognizing those continents? I can't tell if it's Europe on the right or not. No, because there's no Africa. Alright, it's a random cartoon Earth. I'm okay with that. Well, I wouldn't really consider it a problem if it was a normal Earth either, I guess, so whatever. And I have to spawn all the way back here and just move over back to them. Oh, great. Come on. So this fight isn't really exciting so far. What's that big Z thing in the background? I just saw it was more of an S, I guess, but still. Oh. So that invincibility's still out here. Just floating up around. Doing as it wishes. Can't forget about that. Now punch the thing that actually concerns you in some way, game. Punch, game, punch! Man, you should do it yourself, game. You're doing damage to it in some capacity, just not enough, apparently. Punch it! Man, I actually like how these things get closer together and more dense as you go on. Actually adds to the challenge, except you can just kind of run around in a circle like I am. So now it's easier because I've exploited it. Great. Yeah, I heard you say it the first 3 times. Why do you have a big helmet on? Whatever. I guess it makes sense all the other globs that have been wearing some kind of protection. No, no you don't. Yeah, that was a little miss out that could. Darn it, the freaking punch range on this thing is absurd. So I can't just, like, shoot stuff, apparently. Right, can I? Also feels like I can. Oh, no! Oh, whoa. Can at least let me get a chance to go away. Can I just, like, run away to the side to make it not hit me? Apparently, in some odd way. That punch animation is beautiful. So, oh, there you go. So, Globulus apparently just like randomly has boxing gloves all of a sudden. That punch doesn't do a lot of damage. Boxing gloves all of a sudden when it punches. Oh, come on! That's just artificial lengthening. You don't just pad stuff like that. It took forever. It took forever. Well, I can just run around this way now, and I'm actually discovering this works quite effectively. Because it takes so long to go around that it actually destroys them by the time I'm through. Alright, that works. It's also incredibly dull. Well, it works if I hit them. Can you go away, please? I'm firing stuff at you. If you could actually respond in some way to this, that'd be nice. Why that invincibility just no respawn? Wish I could just press X to go turbo or something. Not sure why a taco was ever necessary to build this thing, but whatever. There's apparently also like a piggy decal or something on it. I guess, judging from the little profile in the top left. Not quite sure myself. And one last time. Oh boy. Actually, no, the bosses in this game are so repetitive. It's always just the same thing 3 times, isn't it? So I'm gonna have to go through this whole thing at least once more, aren't I? I'm pretty sure of that, actually. Yeah, I get it, Globulus, okay? It's actually been a really long time since I played a game and not know when its ending is before completing it. I guess you guys will be able to see my reaction to the ending on screen if nothing else. Which will probably be interesting, considering how the rest of this game story has been. Hey. There we go. Well, if I can just, like, get you to not be a threat by punching you like that, that's fine. So it seems like I can just, like, make sure he's not attacking or anything. Ah, ow. By shooting projectiles at him. Ah, crap. Actually seems to do a lot of damage to him. You gonna do anything? Okay, you could at least pretend to react. Oh wow, only one popped up this time? That's actually really nice. I thought it was gonna be the same thing like every other boss, where you just do the exact same thing 3 times. Well, thanks for making me do slightly less of the exact same thing the 3rd time. Unless there's actually a 4th stage to this, which would be unheard of. This might be, actually, in all honesty. And how much health he has left. He's gonna spin. The way he's spinning and actually producing projectiles at the same time reminds me a lot of Robot Patrick from God for King Bottom, but that was
Hey,
not climactic at all.
guy, you are going down.
Hey, Sparky. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Depends. If you're thinking evil thoughts
That we can capture Globulus Maximus?
and use him for our own future evil plans?
Now that's awfully tempting.
Sequel hook.
You know what I like about being evil?
Heavy black eyeliner?
We always give in to temptation. Let's do it.
I love tightness in this game so much. Look at that, that's great! Yeah, these guys weren't like piloting it or anything, but whatever.
I don't want to be used for evil.
Not doing a very good job, but they ran off.
Is it just me? Or does anyone else feel sorry for the big fella?
Why would you?
Well, he did attempt to take over the places we call home.
Well, no, I felt like
Before I go,
bad,
I
but
want you to know something. Something important. I was created along with the beginning of the universe.
You mean during the Big Bang?
No, during the big sneeze.
sneezes can be pretty bangy sometimes. I don't know. Well, that makes sense.
You
You're
mean
snot.
not evil then? You're a giant booger?
Literally.
Then why are you trying to take over our world?
Friggin' celestial booger.
How would you feel if you were born a booger?
I don't know.
You'd be upset too.
I probably would.
No, I would be proud. Embrace your gooiness. It's what you are.
Ugly and I'm proud.
Who you are. Well, I'm not quite sure, but it's not bad.
I'm
Bad.
booger and I'm
Right,
proud.
SpongeBob. I want to change my ways. But what's the point? Time, the very thing that created me, is slipping away.
Not if I can help it.
What? How does that even work? What are you doing?
Oh, hardy har. Very funny, guys. I may be a booger, but... that's better.
Great, but what are we going to do?
I have an idea.
That was entirely unnecessary, wasn't it? What? No, why? Why? Why can't you do it in the first place? Well, what? Excuse me? There's more game? Oh, I didn't want more game. I don't want more game! So we're like playing together. I have invincibility. I just punch the crap out of it, can I? Invincibility at its finest. Interesting idea, if nothing else. I can also just do this infinitely if I feel like it. So this is my special attack. I just hold the right trigger and it makes this these asteroids home in and hit that thing. It's kind of cool. I got to destroy that thing. I was wondering what would happen. It's something if nothing else, I guess. I know, I'm actually fighting the bad guys now, aren't I? I don't know why, they're just kind of here. I don't know why they ran off here or anything like that, but whatever. Man, they don't actually really give you any chance to recover from being hit. This thing doesn't even get stunned. He just I like how enemies just stand around when you're holding this button. And just destroy all the stuff. Why? Because I feel like it, I guess. I guess we're on the moon or something. I actually don't know. Right, no, we're on the wreckage of a spaceship. That's what we saw earlier. I don't know why, or what, or when, or where, or whatever, but... I'm invincible, too. Oh man, you got some serious air. So let's destroy this thing we spent the entire game making. It could actually be kind of a cool moment. You better not have! Okay. What? No, go away. Stop.
I know what happens now.
Oh, poor Dib.
Yeah, this is where all you evildoers retreat with your tails between your legs.
His
No!
eyes.
One of us has to pound their fist and say, "Curses foiled again!"
They extend into his glasses.
Curses! Foiled again!
Oh, please.
Come here, little fella. I'm with you.
Well, I'm glad someone understands how to finish a story.
No! What?
Curses! Foiled again!
Why is he small again? Was it the hammer that made him big? I don't think it was.
Thanks, Lobby baby. Everything is safe at last.
What are you gonna do now that you're not evil?
My friends, you have taught me to be proud of who I am. And that is Sponge Glob.
It's not your own identity, you just...
Glob.
I will right the wrongs of my past and make amends throughout the universe. Goodbye.
It's a stolen identity.
If he was born a giant booger, that means something with a nose that big created him. And think how big you'd have to be to have that big a nose!
Old hermit crab, we couldn't have done it without you.
No one cares,
We owe you a
apparently.
Big thing.
Hey, you think this is just like when time began? You know, like the beginning? Early on?
No, Patrick. Feels more like the end.
Is that the end? Nope. I'm seeing a bit more, one more frame of gameplay. Okay, so this is a grand credit screen. So, oh my god, so many things to say about this game. Look, I'm not huge on this game, but well, I'll put it simply. It's not like this game was entirely horrible or anything like that. I think it actually improved on a couple of things from the other Nicktoons games, but also fell into most of the pitfalls of other ones too. Story not really interesting or anything like that. The levels just tend to not be entertaining, they're dull. But, and that aside, there's some interesting music. Actually, this is some of the better music, best music maybe even out of the entire Nicktoons series. But, and aside from it being kind of unfitting at times, but that doesn't make it a good game. Basically, and you saw so many things that happened in this game. So many things just like reeked of lack of playtesting and rushed stuff in general, and I don't even know. But someone, somewhere, sometime in the production process of this game did not care. I can't blame the entirety of this game's production team, I don't think. And there are probably people that legitimately cared about what they were doing here, but maybe it was rushing the publisher's rushing things, or maybe it was the studio not caring much, or certain parts of it, I don't know. Bad deadlines, lack of funding, something went wrong with this game. Mr. Lawrence, something was not... Oh. D. Baker, oh my! Whoa! Wait a minute. Glob was voiced by Old Man Jenkins. Not Old Man Jenkins, Cannonball Jenkins. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, that's just... It's so apparent throughout so much of the game. The level design, both how it feels and just how much effort was put into making interesting levels in the first place, and seeing interesting places, and actually having a interaction between the characters. And the pre-rendered cutscenes are actually pretty nice in general, I think. They had some really nice writing. You saw that at a number of points. I actually laughed quite a bit. I thought there's some really nice lines. I adore typing in this game for some reason. But still. And the game's... It's like one character not getting introduction. That character from Taco, whose name I still don't know and don't particularly care to know. But... God. That's all I have to say to some of it. When I first started playing this game, I remember it being like this. I just remember not enjoying it. When I started playing this Let's Play, I didn't even know what to think. It was surreal. I haven't played a game I expected to be decent that just turned out like this. Almost, maybe not even ever. But I don't really play games I dislike very often. But really, it's off-putting. So many places. I got used to it, but I just lost respect for it. And eventually I just became jaded and just kind of trudged through it. But I think that moment where I just went, I don't like this game. I have very little respect for this game. Was, and it was the first or the second level? First level of Amity Park. I had to go through 3 times. And yet other moments where things happen, I was not sure if dumb things had happened. Like that final boss fight where the spaceship just falls through the ground. Thank God it respawned. But it's not good. The game saving as if to indicate that you actually had all your cheats enabled permanently, but not actually, which is kind of nice. Disabling cheats is fine. But also you have to enter the code every single time you play the game if you want to start them again. I don't like that. I'll show you guys the extras. I'll show you guys the like development art and stuff like that too, I guess. Since I've probably unlocked all that by now, since I've got all the trophies. Pretty sure the trophies unlocked some development art as we went through the game. Probably. That's probably what the game was talking about when it said I unlocked new extras. Jordan Vasquez! Hi! I saw that name. But, here we are now. And is this still widescreen? I can't even tell. Yeah, it is. I think I have to set this game to widescreen every time I begin it as well, which I mentioned a couple episodes ago. That's another thing it's just why about the game. 100%. Look at that, it actually shows Globulus and the other thing. It's a nice little cool close-up on that crater. So, what do we do now? Whatever do we do? Well, we look through some concept art and have some fun, I guess. There's so many things, like the taco in this game. You go into the Invaders universe and suddenly you have a taco that you need. It's just kind of there. Why, when, where, how? It doesn't matter. I got a lot of coins, don't I? I guess I just run through the final boss game if I feel like it. That's interesting. I can't always get the camera over here, but I can see that there's like a transparent thing on top of here. Oh, there's a light up there. I can get the camera to clip through and see that. It's cool. I can run through everything in the entire game again. Have fun. Don't have any desire to do that, but Alright. So there are some scenes as well, but I'm not gonna look at those. So just see some concept art and be happy about things. It's not all bad by any means, this game. I like how every character got unique attacks in some way. Not that most of them actually had any variety to them, but it's actually kind of more than some of the other Nicktoons games had. Something that bugged me a lot, well, I like actually seeing this thing in 3D. Something that bugged me a lot in the other Nicktoons games, aside from the first, was that the characters didn't have anything make them unique, any unique capabilities. I just realized this game it, for some reason, I don't know why, it replaced Zim's pack. Why does his pack look different? Is that supposed to be part of his weapon? Oh, you look off, Dib. Yeah, look at that. You can see it on the right of Dib's eye. His eyes extend into his glasses. That's incredibly creepy to me. Hi, Dib. Anyways, ghost dog. Is that attacking gorgeous there? I think those are the two that end up playing the level. Actually, speaking of which, if you go back to yeah, it's not going back very quickly. Back, I say, back. Yeah, Invaders Zim. Go all the way back to here. Jimmy instead of that other guy who just never got an introduction. That's interesting. But yeah, this game's pacing and everything. Anything of the cutscenes just off. Aside from some of the nice writing, characters just suddenly all know each other for some reason. And heck, Technus even knew. Was it Technus that Plankton was in the chum bucket? Why these characters suddenly know each other? I'm part of the cool thing, interesting thing. These guys look actually kind of cool in this picture. Part of the interesting thing, I'm ever seeing that guy on the right. That armor, it's interesting armor, has like a bandana. But something that was just off-putting was how, well, for one, no, you didn't get to see anybody meet each other, and so that was something I liked in the earlier episode or earlier games. Because everyone even met each other for the first time. That's kind of one of the cool things about crossword games. Seeing how these characters react to meet each other for the first time, seeing what they're like, and just had so little character interaction in this game in general. And when you did have it, it was so mundane most of the time, except for Technus. Technus is cool. Look at that. Look at Technus on the right. He's like wearing a Dixie cup. He is working. I like how he even styles his hair. I love how I had concept art for that. Look at that. Oh, that's cool as well. I did enjoy Poopa Nunu in general, except for this room here. It was dumb, just waiting for the turtle to move across, but whatever. This game's camera too is horrid. Hey, guy. But once again, whatever. Hey, and I think it makes it apparent, the little turn of Globulus Maximus at the end to good all of a sudden is kind of weird, but they foreshadow him doing that a little bit, I guess, and they say things in a way that almost make you kind of sympathetic for him, but I don't think there's enough effort putting into making him sympathetic in any way for it to really work when they say, hey, maybe we should feel sorry for this guy, or at least when SpongeBob says it. I said no, because there's not really any reason to. If you think about it, yeah, sure, but the game hasn't given us any reason to, in the sense that it never hinted that we should in any way. I mean, not even hinted. Not just, he's bad and now he's good, basically. It just happened so sudden, the turn, and it just didn't work, I don't think. So then you have an awkward ending with Globulus suddenly being SpongeBob. Whatever, and, well actually no, I thought it'd be an interesting sequel hook having the antagonists actually use Globulus in some way if they captured him, but they didn't, so never mind that. So, maybe there was a sequel hook. I don't know if there were any Nicktoons games planned after this one, probably, if they can make more money, but you know what? This game, I think, is a textbook example of how to kill a moderately successful series. This game series somehow, the Nicktoons series somehow managed to make some things work to some degree. I don't enjoy, I wouldn't say, playing Nicktoons Unite, but it's still a game that's worth seeing, I think, if you like the idea of the crossover. And the other two games, what was it? Battle for Volcano Island and Attack of the Toybots. I like both those games a lot. I think they're actually good games. Especially, particularly at least, Attack of the Toybots. But this game... Look, someone didn't care. And yeah, consequences were seen because of it. That's all I can say. Also, it looks like there's like white stuff on Jimmy, like under his eyes. Does he have like really white cheeks or what? Whatever. So, there's no climactic way to really end that. That's all there is to this game, I guess. It has its moments, it can be decent, but that's really all it can be. It can be decent. And that aside, it reeks of some very, very unfortunate lack of effort, where I think this game could be decent with all these characters, interesting characters, everybody you get to play as, all different places you get to see. This was the biggest Nicktoons game yet, actually. But it sucked. I guess that's the story of the Nicktoons series. I haven't shown off the mobile games, but would I really want to? I don't know. If not, that's the story of these games. A game series that was decent, got better, and then provided a textbook example of how to trash a series in one single blow. I mean, that's the most grand I can make this ending, because that's the most of this game is. It's an insignificant game that brought the death of a pretty insignificant series that was nice, but that's all it was. That's all a Nicktoons series ever was to me. That's probably all it ever will be. It's nice. It's a crossover. It's a licensed game series, but it didn't always suck. But I suppose this playthrough, along with this game and all other games that precede it, will be forgotten with the passage of time, because that's what subpar games do. And I'm okay with that. I think this is a game worth forgetting. For pretty much everyone involved. If you liked it, that's great. I mean, enjoy yourself, but I don't. Doesn't seem like many other people did, so goodbye Nicktoons series. Goodbye viewers. I suppose this is your goodbye to the series as well, if you're just gonna be following my playthroughs of it. Bye.